class, I'm your teacher. I'm Princess Dabalas. But before we start our lesson, I would like you to think what are the tools you experienced to use. Okay, that was a great experience. So for today's lesson, I'm going to discuss what are the different tools in electronics. But before that, what is the importance of basic tools in our daily lives? So the importance of tools in our daily lives is to lessen the burden to do such things, and it is the easiest way to finish our acts. So here are the different types of basic tools in electronics. The first one is the hand tools. A hand tool is any tool that is powered by hand rather than a motor. For example of hand tool is the screwdriver. The screwdriver is used to loosen or tighten the screw. The other example of the hand tool is hammer tools, screwdrivers, vices, clamps, snips, hacksaw, and knives. The second one is the soldering tools. What is soldering tools? Soldering tools is any tool used for soldering. The example of soldering tool is the soldering iron. Soldering iron is used to attach the components in the PCB. The other example of soldering tool is the soldering reed, soldering pump, soldering stand, and soldering holders. The third one is the measurement tools. What is measurement tools? Measurement tools, these are tools used to measure any measurement. For example is the multitester. Multitester is used to measure the voltage, the current, and the resistance. The other example of measurement tools is the measuring tape, angle square, ruler, or measuring gauge. So the next one is the cutting tools. A cutting tool is a with sharp edge intended or adapted cutting as distinguished from boring, piercing, planing, ribbing, sewing, or other tools. The example of cutting tools is wire stripper. Wire stripper is used to cutting wire. The other example of cutting tool is utility knife and hacksaw. The next is the auxiliary tools. What is auxiliary tools? Auxiliary tools are used when creating auxiliary elements. So, the example of auxiliary tools is magnifying glass and the paintbrush. Paintbrush is used to remove the dirt from the components. And the last is the boring tools. Boring tools is any tool that making holes in the PCB. For example is the mini drill. Mini drill is the one of the example for making hole to attach the components in the PCB. So, I think you already understand our lesson for today. So, later, I will send the topic for our Google Classroom and I will send the activity. So, pass it before our next discussion.